The younger brother, who once loved his older brother more than anyone else, returned from the future with only one goal: revenge. Then Yu Yan revealed the secret no one could have imagined. He had returned from the future. From that moment on, every act of affection made Fu Mingyi question everything he thought he knew. But the closer Yu Yan stayed by his brother's side, the more terrifying his true plan became. Just as the game began, a mysterious third person appeared and turned everything upside down. Will the truth finally end their hatred, or destroy everything they have left? At the age of 7, Yu Yan met Fu Mingyi for the first time when his grandfather brought him back to the Fu family as an illegitimate son. In the cold and calculating Fu family, Fu Mingyi was the only ray of sunshine in Yu Yan's life. From that day on, Yu Yan had only one wish: to become the only person in his brother's eyes. He acted obedient, clung to Fu Mingyi, and constantly sought his affection, just to earn a smile and a little attention. Fu Mingyi always protected him, comforted him, and became the person Yu Yan relied on the most. But he asked Yu Yan to give up his inheritance and promised they would stay away from the Fu family's power struggle forever. Trusting him completely, Yu Yan agreed without hesitation because he had never doubted his brother for even a second. Until the people in the family kept whispering that everything had been an act. They claimed Fu Mingyi was using Yu Yan's trust to slowly take control of the entire Fu group. Yu Yan tried to keep believing him, until the person he loved most pushed him into complete despair. Standing before Yu Yan, Fu Mingyi denied everything with a cold expression, shattering years of trust in an instant. In that moment, Yu Yan realized his feelings had been the greatest mistake of his life. If he had to die, he would never let Fu Mingyi live in peace. Even if it meant going to hell, he would drag Fu Mingyi down with him. But when he opened his eyes again, everything had changed. Yu Yan suddenly found himself back 2 years earlier, standing aboard the Fu family's cruise ship. The first person he saw was still Fu Mingyi, wearing a face full of concern. But this time, Yu Yan could hear the thoughts hidden inside his brother's mind. While acting gentle and caring on the outside, Fu Mingyi secretly wished Yu Yan would disappear forever. Rage exploded inside Yu Yan, and he nearly rushed forward to kill him on the spot. After a few seconds, he forced himself to calm down. Killing him now would be too easy, and far too merciful. Yu Yan immediately put on a fragile expression and pretended everything had been nothing more than a nightmare. At the same time, he asked to return to the Fu family so he could stay by Fu Mingyi's side. But deep down, Yu Yan already had a completely different plan. He would use Fu Mingyi's trust to reclaim everything that had always belonged to him. Meanwhile, Fu Mingyi continued gently advising him to stay away from the fight for power. Yet the more Yu Yan heard those caring words, the more disgusted he became. To him, every bit of Fu Mingyi's kindness was nothing but a flawless mask. A small clue involving a wallet dropped on the cruise ship confirmed that he had truly returned to the past. This time, he would never allow history to repeat itself. Yu Yan picked up a photo of himself with Fu Mingyi and softly called him brother. Then, without the slightest hesitation, he drove a knife straight through the photograph. Yu Yan swore he would take away everything Fu Mingyi cared about and make him experience the pain of losing it all. At the same time, Fu Mingyi secretly witnessed everything through a tracking device and, for the first time, began to wonder. Had all of Yu Yan's feelings over the years been real, or had they been nothing more than an act? After witnessing Yu Yan's complete change, Fu Mingyi began to suspect that things were far more complicated than they seemed. He could not believe that someone who had once cared for him so deeply could hide such hatred for so many years. In his memories, Yu Yan had always been the rightful heir, while he himself was only an illegitimate son with no one to rely on. If Yu Yan had truly wanted to make a move, he had countless opportunities long ago. Fu Mingyi could not stop thinking about the days when they escaped the Fu family's purge together. Back then, they depended on each other to survive endless attempts on their lives. At the time, Yu Yan had said that as long as they could stay together, he did not mind giving up the Fu family. That was why Fu Mingyi could not understand how everything had changed so completely. He became convinced that someone must have planted those doubts in Yu Yan's heart, but just as the medication made him drowsy, a shadow holding a knife quietly appeared behind him. The assassin attacked without a moment's hesitation. As Fu Mingyi fought back, he realized he had been drugged with a powerful sedative. His strength quickly faded while the blade drew even closer. At the most dangerous moment, someone suddenly rushed in. Yu Yan stepped directly in front of the assassin, refusing to let him reach Fu Mingyi. He risked everything to fight the attacker, as if he were willing to sacrifice himself to protect him. Fu Mingyi could hardly believe what he was seeing. In his eyes, Yu Yan had never seemed capable of such determination. The sedative finally overwhelmed Fu Mingyi, and he slowly lost consciousness. Yu Yan immediately caught him, and desperately called his name in the pouring rain. For the first time, Fu Mingyi began to wonder. Had he misunderstood Yu Yan all along? When he woke up aboard the cruise ship, he learned that the assassin was dead, and every clue had disappeared with him. But something even more surprising had happened. It was Yu Yan who had requested the ship change course, accidentally helping the entire crews avoid crashing into hidden rocks. Everyone else believed it was nothing more than a coincidence. But Fu Mingyi could not shake the feeling that Yu Yan had somehow known the future in advance. Yu Yan continued acting obedient and asked to return to the Fu family, so he could stay by Fu Mingyi's side. On the surface, he still wore the same gentle expression as always. But Fu Mingyi had already noticed the disgust. Yu Yan tried so hard to hide behind every glance. He quietly reached out to touch Yu Yan, and the instinctive attempt to pull away only deepened his suspicions. Fu Mingyi began connecting every strange event that had happened since Yu Yan regained consciousness. From predicting the disaster to his sudden change in attitude, every clue pointed toward the same answer. He secretly searched for information about a concept that seemed to exist only in fiction. Reincarnation through time. When Yu Yan brought him his medicine, Fu Mingyi looked straight into his eyes and silently wondered, could you really have returned from the future? The question about returning from the future caught Yu Yan off guard for a brief moment. But Fu Mingyi simply smiled and pretended it had all been a joke. Even so, he was now almost certain that Yu Yan was hiding a secret. He recalled the moment Yu Yan woke up and suddenly grabbed him by the throat. Perhaps that was when everything had truly begun to change. Yu Yan quickly regained his composure and said he had only wanted to save him. He even joked that if he could return countless times, he would still choose to save Fu Mingyi every single time. Those words only made it harder for Fu Mingyi to tell what was real and what was not. In the end, he chose to believe that someone had simply manipulated Yu Yan, so he decided to go along with everything Yu Yan did for now. Not long afterward, the Fu family meeting officially began. In front of everyone, Fu Mingyi personally agreed to let Yu Yan return and take part in the family's affairs. Even second uncle was surprised by that decision. He believed that in the future, the two brothers would only have each other to rely on. But Fu Mingyi remained silent because he had plans of his own. Just then, Yu Yan arrived and happened to see second uncle touching Fu Mingyi's face. His expression changed instantly. Although he remained calm on the outside, he struggled to hide the irritation rising inside him. Fu Mingyi immediately noticed the unusual reaction. He quickly made a light-hearted joke to ease the atmosphere while subtly creating some distance from second uncle. Yu Yan said nothing more and quietly turned to leave. Fu Mingyi immediately followed after him. Once they returned to the room, he discovered that Yu Yan's wound had reopened while protecting him. Yet earlier, Yu Yan had insisted that he was not hurt at all. Yu Yan simply smiled and said he did not want Fu Mingyi to worry. That answer made it impossible for Fu Mingyi to ignore the situation any longer. He immediately insisted that Yu Yan treat the wound. But Yu Yan stubbornly refused, saying he wanted to take a shower first. Left with no choice, Fu Mingyi grabbed his arm to stop the injury from getting worse. Unexpectedly, a slight struggle caused both of them to lose their balance. They fell straight into the bathtub together, leaving the room in an awkward silence. Yu Yan quietly said that his legs had gone weak and he could not stand up on his own. Fu Mingyi froze, staring at him, completely unsure how to respond. A strange thought suddenly crossed his mind. Was Yu Yan deliberately testing his reaction? Meanwhile, Yu Yan silently watched every expression on Fu Mingyi's face, as if a brand new battle of wits between them had just begun. After the fall in the bathroom, Fu Mingyi quickly urged Yu Yan to get up. Yu Yan apologized repeatedly, yet his eyes remained strangely calm. Fu Mingyi found it harder and harder to understand what his younger brother was really planning. He could only convince himself that it had all been an accident. Even so, he gently told Yu Yan to change into dry clothes so he could bandage his wound. Yu Yan immediately claimed that both of his arms hurt too much to change by himself. Helpless, Fu Mingyi gave in, just as he always had when Yu Yan was a child. A faint, unreadable smile flashed across Yu Yan's eyes. But while treating the wound, Fu Mingyi suddenly realized that Yu Yan's physique had changed completely. The discovery made him pause without thinking. Yu Yan deliberately stepped closer, shortening the distance between them even more. Fu Mingyi immediately turned his face away, finished bandaging the wound, and left the room. Even after stepping outside, he could not shake the strange feeling lingering in his heart. That entire night, one question kept repeating in his mind. Was Yu Yan intentionally getting close to him? Or was he simply overthinking everything? The next morning, Fu Mingyi quietly watched every expression on his younger brother's face. But Yu Yan acted as naturally as if nothing had ever happened. Just then, Secretary Zhang arrived to pick up Fu Mingyi. The tense atmosphere was briefly broken by a few familiar jokes. Soon afterward, second uncle suggested that both brothers return to the Fu family's old residence. However, Yu Yan immediately declined, saying he wanted to stay with Fu Mingyi for a few more days. The request left second uncle with nothing to do but smile and let it pass. But Fu Mingyi understood one thing clearly. Second uncle still had not given up on controlling Yu Yan. On the way out, Fu Mingyi also deliberately kept his medical treatment a secret. Not even Yu Yan was allowed to know about it. That night, Fu Mingyi tried to convince himself that all his suspicions were simply the result of his illness making him overly sensitive. He believed Yu Yan was only pretending to be close to him in order to return to the center of the Fu family's power. But at that very moment, a faint sound came from the bedroom. Fu Mingyi opened his eyes and discovered that Yu Yan had climbed into his bed. Yu Yan softly asked if he could sleep beside him for just one night. Although surprised, Fu Mingyi eventually agreed. He wanted to find out what Yu Yan was still hiding. Meanwhile, Yu Yan quietly recalled the past. When they were children, Fu Mingyi had once said that feelings crossing the boundaries between siblings were something he could never accept. That memory gave rise to an even more extreme plan in Yu Yan's heart. He decided to turn the very thing Fu Mingyi hated most into a weapon that would slowly break his resolve. As Fu Mingyi drifted into sleep, Yu Yan silently watched him. And the true revenge had only just begun. Their first night sharing a room quickly became an unexpected challenge for Fu Mingyi. Yu Yan held onto him tightly, leaving him almost completely sleepless. In the middle of the night, Fu Mingyi suddenly realized that Yu Yan was not sleeping peacefully. Yu Yan kept shifting unconsciously, as if trapped in a chaotic nightmare. The moment left Fu Mingyi so flustered that he immediately got out of bed. The next morning, he decided they would sleep in separate rooms from then on. But to keep Yu Yan within sight, he made another decision. Fu Mingyi agreed to let Yu Yan join the Fu group under a 3-month trial period. Yu Yan accepted immediately, though his eyes still concealed an unreadable emotion. Before they began, Fu Mingyi reminded his younger brother never to forget the years they had spent running for their lives and enduring hardship together. Those words unexpectedly pulled Yu Yan back to the bloodstained memories of the past. When they were children, Fu Mingyi had once risked his own life to shield his younger brother during an assassination attempt. The scar left on his body remained undeniable proof of that sacrifice. For the first time, a new question surfaced in Yu Yan's heart. If Fu Mingyi had once risked his life to save him, why would he later want him dead? But Yu Yan quickly forced those doubts aside. He reminded himself that he would never make the mistake of trusting Fu Mingyi again. As for Fu Mingyi, he still believed that as long as he could protect Yu Yan from the darker side of the Fu family, there was still hope that everything could change. 2 days later, Yu Yan officially arrived at the purchasing department of the Fu group. A young man being appointed to a management position immediately became the center of attention. No one at the company knew that the true heir of the Fu family was standing right in front of them. Yu Yan silently observed everything with a cold, unreadable gaze. Just then, Gao Yuan took the initiative to introduce himself. Declaring himself the department manager, he subtly warned Yu Yan not to get too close to Fu Mingyi. Those words instantly changed the look in Yu Yan's eyes. A dangerous feeling rose inside him like never before. Then Gao Yuan leaned in and calmly delivered a single sentence that changed everything. Fu Mingyi already has me. Yu Yan froze. The battle for power, and perhaps for Fu Mingyi's heart as well, seemed to have gained a brand new rival. If everything was just a misunderstanding that lasted across 2 lifetimes, who do you think deserves the most sympathy? Share your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to like and subscribe for the next chapter.